Seat tonight. Let's give away $1 million. Yeah! Come on. Let's go. Let's have a big night tonight on the Hot Seat. Let's meet our contestants right now. And in seat number 1, while having a photo taken at an event, Bianca Gowerth accidentally hit the Prime Minister on the backside. Scott Bradley and his mate were told to leave a US college party for being too wild. Taxi driver Andrew Roper is proud to have made over 70 blood donations. Maddie Kastner grew up in the Torres Straits where not wearing school shoes was the rule. At a cricket camp, Chris Ryan was nicknamed Statue of Liberty by the great Kevin Sheedy. And Maureen Gergsdes has had many pronunciations of her surname, including Gigglesides. There you go. All right, Bianca, you're up to go. Come on. Bianca Gowerth. Hello, Bianca.
Hi.
I like the way you walked up there. You had one last look behind as if you were saying goodbye to everyone forever.
Had to say hello to the friends.
I thought you were walking the plank or something there. Steph is your friend up the back. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the show. A weather presenter.
Yes.
And a commercial, on commercial radio. Whereabouts?
Yeah, in Gippsland.
Yeah?
Yeah, for TRFM in Gippsland's 1242.
1242, Gippsland.
Yeah.
What else are you doing? You're a student.
Yeah, I study tour guiding.
Do you study tour guiding?
Yeah, it's a thing, yeah.
Really? Where do you guide?
Not yet, I'm just studying. So
Yeah, but what are you studying to guide?
I'd like to guide around the world and at attractions.
So what do they teach you? Do they give you a...
We basically go on excursions every day and evaluate the guides that we have.
Okay, so you learn the technique of being a guide as opposed to learning a particular area.
Yeah.
If you had a place on earth that you would like to be the guide, where would it be?
New York, but I don't think I'm allowed to, so, because I think there's laws and stuff, but I'd love to be a guide there.
Oh, there you go, Bianca. I think you can get over and do it yourself. You just
Maybe.
get all the Aussies when they come over.
Yeah.
That's the way it happens, you know. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of that stuff. A lot of Aussies live in different places, and when Australians go over, they'd like to have an Australian, give them an Australian feel for a particular place.
For sure, I hope
and there
so.
you go. Well, there you go, Bianca. I've given you a bit of a leg up there.
Thanks.
All right, 15 questions for $1 million. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it. $100.
Yeah.
A Billboard #1 song for Elvis Presley in 1956 was Love Me What? A, stronger, B, better, C, tender, D, Tinder.
It's definitely not Tinder. I would have to say C, tender.
Love Me Tender is correct for $100. $200. Which of these is a small ball of choux pastry, often filled with cream and topped with chocolate? A, jam roll, B, cinnamon roll, C, profiterole, D, cholesterol.
I would have to say C, profiterole.
Profiterole, lock it in.
It isn't, is it?
Oh,
No.
it's beautiful, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, cream or
Oh,
ice cream.
I know. I thought you were like,
was
that's
thinking
not
of
right.
the profiterole. It's correct for $200. Better with ice cream, I reckon, than the cream.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, $300. Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven begins. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered. A, bleak and bleary. B, cheek and cheery. C, meek and teary. D, weak and weary.
I'm going to pass this one, Eddie.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not a
Is that
fan
okay?
of Edgar Allan Poe?
No, I'm not too sure of this one.
Thank you very much, Bianca.
Thank you.
Hello, Scotty.
Eddie,
How are you, pal?
I'm good, mate. How you going?
You're a very reluctant hot seat man just at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Not happy with Bianca, are you?
No, it's all right. End the brakes.
No, come on, be honest with me. You're not happy with Bianca,
It's
are you?
all right.
Sorry, mate.
Live and let live.
Good on you, Scott. That's a nice philosophy to have.
We'll see. I've got about 30 seconds.
Physiotherapy student
Yeah, mate, yeah.
and a bartender.
Yeah. First year physio student, so.
Good on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Where are you doing that?
Newcastle Uni.
And a bar?
Fingal-based sporties.
Good. Nelson Bay, New South Wales, where you're from. Josie is your mum. Hi, Josie.
Jose,
Hi,
yeah,
Eddie.
she's up
Oh, is it
there.
Jose?
Oh, it's Josie, but her nickname's Jose.
Oh, Jose.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Jose. What's going on here? He's cheeky, Josie.
He is very cheeky.
Is he a good boy?
Yes, very.
That's what we like to hear. 27 years of age. He went over to college in America, is that right?
Me?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah, mate, a couple of years ago, yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I went over to a party there
And you
a couple
got
years
kicked
ago.
out for being too wild. What happened?
Yeah, mate, well, you know, like, we all watch American movies and you get a bit of a...
You thought the frat house was going to
Yeah,
happen?
you think everyone's there getting pretty wild. Me and my mate went, and we'd had a pretty big day on the Sherbets, and I was getting a tour of the house, and 5 minutes later, the guy's coming, he's like, you and your friend have got to go. And I'm like, what for? And you go over there, my mate's naked dancing on the tabletop, so didn't go down too well.
Whereabouts were you?
New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I don't think they party too much there.
Yeah, well, certainly not with you blokes, that's for sure. All right, come on, Scott, here's your moment. Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven begins. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, bleak and bleary, cheek and cheery, meek and teary, weak and weary.
I'm going to go with D. Thanks, Eddie. Lock in D.
Lock in D?
Yep.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary is correct for $300. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you're through. $500 question next, on the way to $1 million, right after the break. Seven-year-old Scott Bradley from Nelson Bay, New South Wales, in the hot seat. Mum, Josie, Jose.
No, Josie.
Just Josie, okay. What's Dad's name?
Mick.
Mick.
Yeah.
Mick Bradley. Now, Mick is signed up to be on the hot seat.
Yeah, he's got a bone to pick with you, Eddie. He's still waiting for the phone call, mate. He applied about 4 years ago, went to the audition, still no phone call. So
Attach the cheque to the application.
Yeah, well, he's got a head for radio too, mate, so it's all good.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, he has?
Oh, mate, he's punching. He's done well.
Is he really?
Oh,
He's
terrible.
the president of men punching above their weight.
Yeah, raise the bat, Mick Bradley, yeah.
Good on you. Well done, Mick Bradley. Hey, Josie, what did you see in Mick, apart from his rough bonds?
Well, we knew each other since we were 16 and I thought he was cute, so...
Yeah.
She said no the first time we asked her to marry her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did he convince you to marry you?
I don't know.
Just wore
He
you
was
down?
just cute. I liked him.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
all right.
liked him since he was 16.
Oh,
So.
well, hang on. Now, Scott, you're bagging your dear old dad. He's
I
not here to
know.
defend himself. Jose up the back there's trying to look after him. Is he going to get on the show or not?
I hope so.
All right.
Yeah, you can bag me back.
All right, well, let's see how you go, OK? Well, you've answered one question so far.
Yep.
This for 500.
Okay.
Which of these is not featured at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum? A, 1903 Wright Flyer. B, Space Shuttle Discovery. C, Command Module Apollo 11. D, Phileas Fogg's air balloon.
Going to have to process elimination there, Eddie. Lock in D, please.
Lock in D. Around the world in 80 days. Correct for $500. He was a fictional character in the book and film Around the World in 80 Days.
Yep.
And in the book, Fogg didn't use a hot air balloon. He did in the movie. $1,000. Baking powder is primarily used in cooking as a what? A, flavour enhancer. B, preservative. C, raising agent. D, sweetener.
I think I know, but I'm going to pass. Thanks, Eddie.
Catch you later, Scott.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
Has to be a cooking question.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Eddie.
Andrew Roper from Greensboro, Victoria, 53 years of age, a taxi driver.
Taxi driver.
Won 3 cabs.
Yep.
Danielle's your wife. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Eddie.
That's away. 3 kids, Matthew, Stephanie and Jennifer. Now, it says here you grew up in Glenroy, which is the next suburb down from Broadmeadows.
I
Now,
did.
you're any relation to Jack Roper, who was the politician?
No, no, actually, it's funny, when they made that park there, everyone said, oh, is he a relative of yours or whatever? Never heard the name before.
Never heard of him before? Been polishing out there for years, Jack Roper.
Hey?
Jack Roper Reserve out in
Yeah,
Broad-
yeah, once they put the reserve up and you drove past the sign, everybody said, oh, gee, he must be, you know, your uncle or whatever. You know, look, if there was money
Just
in it.
claim it, mate. Just claim
I
it.
should have, I should have.
That's all right. Andrew, 70 blood donations after you're inspired after Danielle had to have a blood transfusion after the birth of your first child, Matthew.
Yeah, that's correct.
And as a result of that, you've said, right, OK, my family's benefited, I'm in.
Well, we were sitting there, you know, and as I say, you know, she had to have the operation, and you're sort of sitting there and thinking, well, some total stranger has donated blood and has enabled her to sort of succeed or, you know,
Get
have
through.
a successful
Yeah.
operation. So pretty much since then I've given 3-4 times a year. It works out to something like 5-6 times your entire body of blood. But,
Good on you.
well, it's such an easy, painless thing to do, and they give you a grouse biscuit at the end. So
There you go.
what more can you ask for?
What more would you like than a grouse biscuit? There you go.
Yeah.
Andrew, let's go. Baking powder is primarily used in cooking as a what?
That's
Flavour
it.
enhancer, preservative, raising agent, sweetener.
Had to be a cooking question. I would guess, and Danielle will kill me if I'm wrong, a raising agent. C.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
It's in. Danielle, is he right?
Oh, definitely right.
Definitely right for $1,000. Made from bicarbonate of soda and cream of tartar, it forms tiny bubbles of carbon dioxide during the cooking process, which aerate the mixture and make it rise.
Danielle would have known that.
There you go. You just eat it at the end, do you?
I just hang around her and I learn stuff every day.
Good on you, Andrew. $1,500 question. Which of these car logos features 3 diamonds? A. Toyota, B. Mercedes-Benz, C. Mitsubishi, D. Lexus.
Lock in C, Mitsubishi, Eddie.
Locked in. A cab driver, you've seen plenty of them on the road. Correct for $1,500. And in fact, Mitsubishi is a combination of the words Mitsu and Hishi. Mitsu meaning 3, Hishi meaning rhombus or diamond shape.
Oh, there you go.
And 3 diamonds. Good on you, mate. We're going to take a break. 9 questions for $1 million when we return in the hot seat next. Here we go. Andrew Roper in the hot seat, the cab driver with 1-3 cabs. How long have you been a cabbie for?
24 years odd.
Is it easier now or harder than when you first started?
Oh, it's easier than when I first started, but
Yeah. What was wrong when you
probably
first started?
harder than it was, say, 5 years ago.
Okay.
When I first started, geez, I think there was a lot less people using cabs. Obviously, the population was less, and it just seemed that you waited a lot longer. I was only actually doing it as a fill-in job for 3 years and stuck with it because, the hours were good while the kids were growing up, and it was a relatively easy job. You can make your own hours, and so here I am 24 years later. Still doing it, yep.
Good on Andrew, that's the way. $2,500. What is the national animal of India? A. Bengal tiger, B. Rhinoceros, C. Gibbon, D. Indian wolf.
Gut feeling would say A, but I didn't know there was an Indian wolf.
15.
I think I'll pass, Eddie,
Passing.
just in case.
All right. Catch you later, Andrew.
All right,
See
thanks,
ya.
Eddie.
Hello, Maddie Kastner.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm well, thank
From
you.
St Kilda in Victoria, health, science and business student
That's it.
at Monash University, 20 years of age. What do you want to do when you finish your health, science and business degree?
I don't know yet. Probably do a master's in public health
And then?
and then try and communicate health to Indigenous communities.
Okay, great stuff. Well,
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Thanks.
You visited Lake Como recently. You went into George Clooney's house.
Yeah,
How'd that
my
happen?
dad's friend lives next door to him, and we went out on a boat, and he's like, "Oh, that's where George lives. Do you want to pop in?" And we were like, "Okay." He wasn't home, obviously, because that's absurd. But we went in, and he has lots of Nespresso machines. I can tell you that much.
Has he really?
Yeah,
He uses the product.
probably.
Good
but
stuff.
Don't know if it's just a.
Grew up in the Torres Islands or Torres Straits.
Yes.
No shoes at school. That was the rule.
Yes, that was the rule for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A great place to grow up, was it?
Yeah, it was fun. My mum was the principal of the primary school I went to, so it was a good experience.
Good on you.
Yeah.
All right, Maddie, let's go. What is the national animal of India? Bengal tiger, rhinoceros, gibbon, Indian wolf.
I want to go Bengal tiger because that's the obvious answer, but I don't know if that's right. But everyone says go with your gut, so I'm going to lock in A.
A Bengal tiger. There's a reason why it's an obvious answer. It's the answer for $2,500. Yeah, since 1973, at the initiation of Project Tiger to protect tigers in India. Previous to that, the lion was the national animal of India. 4,000. Bly. is the middle name of which Australian politician? A. Scott Morrison. B. Anthony Albanese. C. Bill Shorten. D. Malcolm Turnbull.
I'm not sure, so I'm going to pass.
Now pass?
Yeah.
See you later.
Thanks.
Thanks, Maddie. Chris Ryan from Frankston in Victoria.
How you going, Eddie?
Hello, Chris. 41 years of age, a stay-at-home dad
That's right.
and a law student at Deakin University. How long have
Indeed.
you been studying law?
About the last 2.5 years. So,
What was the change of life to do that?
well, actually, I got a bit fed up with my with the old job that I had, which
What-
was
was that?
working in politics.
What were you doing?
I used to work for MPs and senators, actually.
In Canberra, obviously?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tiring, you know. And I'm probably a
Were you
bit too
public
much for-
service or in...
No, political staff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what job did you have?
Oh, jack of all trades, speechwriter, you know, communications, research.
Can you name any of the ones you worked for?
Probably best if I don't.
It doesn't matter, they're
Oh, they're not
politicians.
particularly famous ones.
Okay.
And most of them are retired now, so.
Yeah. What about these guys? Any of these?
Well, I've met a couple of these guys,
Do
yeah.
you know their names?
I do.
Good stuff. Heather is your wife up the back there. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good question for him to get, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Joe is 6, your boy, and Alice is 4.
Yep.
Let's go. Chris, Bligh is the middle name of which Australian politician? Scott Morrison, Anthony Albanese, Bill Shorten, Malcolm Turnbull, and the answer is
Lockie D, Malcolm Turnbull.
Malcolm Bligh. Turnbull is correct for $4,000. For the record, Anthony Albanese is Anthony Norman Albanese, William Richard Shorten, and Scott John Morrison. There you go. 6,000. Built in the 11th century, what is the oldest and largest continuously inhabited castle in the world? A. Tokyo Imperial Palace. B. Stockholm Palace. C. Grand Palace Bangkok. D. Windsor Castle.
Okay. Right, this is tricky.
Continuously inhabited.
Continuously inhabited.
Castle.
Okay. I am going to pass, I think, on that one, Eddie.
You sure? Because Maureen wants to stab your eyes out.
Yep, I'm passing.
Is that right, Maureen? It is true, yeah. All right, Chris, catch you later, buddy. Hello, Maureen. I just felt that you wanted to wrangle in there. Maureen Gulgsdees. How many different pronunciations over the journey have you had?
Well, thousands.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where does the name come from?
My husband was German.
Uh-huh.
I met him when I was at university. I was studying German, and the lady next door had her TV repaired by him, and she said, "Would you like to meet a nice young German man?" And I said, "Yes, I can practice on him." And I did for 47 years. Yeah.
Thank you, Maureen. Marina is your daughter. Hi, Marina. And Marina's covering her eyes up there. Good stuff. Hey, Maureen, so what was it like? Was he, when did he come out, your
He
husband?
came out in 1957.
Uh-huh.
He was a boy soldier in the last years of the regime, and he wanted to get as far away from war-torn places as possible, and so he
picked
chose
Australia.
Tasmania.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
And is that where you met down in Tasmania?
Yes, yes.
Good on you. That's great, Maureen. All right, now you've been teaching German
Yes.
to kids for
Yes.
years and all the rest of it,
Yes.
and retired from teaching now, living in Frankston.
Yes.
Let's get this one right.
Okay.
Built in the 11th century, what is the oldest and largest continuously inhabited castle in the world? Tokyo Imperial Palace, Stockholm Palace, Grand Palace Bangkok, Windsor Castle.
Windsor Castle's been there for a long, long time, but whether it goes back to the 11th century, I'm not sure, but that's my gut feeling, and I think I'll go with it. D, Windsor Castle.
Lock in D, Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle is correct for $6,000. been inhabited continuously for over 900 years.
900.
William the Conqueror chose the site. It was a day's march from the Tower of London. That's why they landed there. And, of course, the Queen's family adopted the name Windsor during the First World War. Maureen, let's go for $10,000. Which famous artist is known for his blue period? A. Pablo Picasso, B. Salvador Dali, C. Andy Warhol, D. Claude Monet.
I'm pretty sure it's not Claude Monet or Andy Warhol. I'm going to go for a Pablo Picasso.
Picasso locked in. Correct for $10,000. Yeah, the blue period refers to works painted by Picasso when he was in his 20s, mostly in shades of blue and green between 1901 and 1904. Chris, I think you're out of business, mate, but thanks for being part of the show. Don't be looking too disheartened, mate.
Well,
that's the way.
That's the way it goes.
Hey, bad luck. You passed, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, no, good on you, Chris. Thanks for being part of the show. So Chris is down, 5 to go, which means Maddie can win $20,000, Andrew can win $50,000, Scott can win $100,000. Bianca, you're up for $250,000. And Maureen, from here, it's either $1 million, $1,000 or nothing. Right after the break. Big money in the hot seat tonight. Maureen Goolsbys is 76 years of age, a retired teacher. 5 questions away from $1 million.
Fantastic.
This is the dream position, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. All right, well, it's all yours from here, Maureen. Do you watch the show much?
Yes, I do.
How do you normally go?
Yes, really, quite well, yes.
So
Yes,
you're
I do a
pretty
lot of trivia in my spare time too. Yeah.
And obviously well-read.
Yes.
And plenty of language. And have you travelled extensively?
A lot, yes, yes.
Well, that usually, they're the 3 prerequisites that'll get you across the line. How many countries have you been to?
18 or 19, I think, yes.
And still going? Still
I
exploring?
haven't for a while, but I'm doing a lot of cruising these days.
Okay.
I like cruising.
Yeah, cruising. And Marina, how are you?
Good, Eddie.
She's a fantastic mum, isn't she?
She's the best.
Yeah. She's looked after you guys?
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Mark is 53, Marina's 46, got 4 grandkids. Let's go for $20,000. What make of aircraft was flown by Sir Charles Kingsford Smith on his famous 1928 Trans-Pacific flight? A. Lockheed, B. Fokker, C. de Havilland, D. Curtiss.
1928. Oh dear. I think I'm going to have to go for D, Curtiss.
Lock it in?
Yes, please.
Sorry, Maureen, it was a Fokker. Yeah, the Southern Cross was the aircraft model, was a 3-engine Fokker FV. It was an F7B/3M.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Yes,
you
I remember that.
Memorise that
Yes,
for
I
me,
will.
okay? Yeah. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Hello, Bianca.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi, I didn't think I'd get back.
Well, you're back, and you've got 4 questions to win $250,000.
Wow.
How does that feel?
Overwhelming.
All right. What are you going to do with $250,000?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to Japan in a couple of weeks. So I would love to put some money towards that. I'm going with Steph, actually, my supporter.
Good on you, Steph.
That'd be great. And just travel. I'd love to go to New York and watch all of the musicals.
Yeah.
I love musicals. I don't know.
All right, well, let's go. $20,000. Addis Ababa is the capital of which African country? A. Chad, B. Ethiopia, C. Kenya, D. Tanzania.
I would have no idea. Woo! I don't know. Gosh. Wow. I actually don't even know how to narrow this down. I've just got to go with whatever I think. 20 seconds. Okay.
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa. I'm going to lock in D. Tanzania. Actually, yeah.
3 seconds, quick.
C, Kenya. Sorry.
Change from Tanzania to Kenya.
I don't even know.
Nah, it's Ethiopia.
No!
Yeah.
That's okay.
Central Ethiopia city has a population of over 3 million people. See you, Bianca.
Thank you.
Good on you. Bye-bye. All right, Scott. Come on, mate. Scott Bradley, 27 years of age from Nelson Bay. You've been paying out on your old man all the way through.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there going, all right, smart Alec, win the money. Mum is up the back. Hey, Josie,
Yes,
do you think he deserves $100,000?
he sure does.
Why is that?
Because he does. He's just a good kid.
Yeah, that's a nice thing for
And he
your mum
wants
to
to
say, isn't
travel.
it, Scott?
Love you too, mate.
Good on you, mate. Come on, $20,000, Scott. Good luck.
Okay.
Merida is the main character in what 2012 animated film? A. Ratatouille. B. Despicable Me. C. Rango. D. Brave.
It's not Despicable Me. Rango is Rango. It's out of A and D, and I'm going to have to go with D, Brave. Lock in D, please, Eddie.
Log in D. Brave. Fortune favours the brave.
Hopefully.
Correct for $20,000. Voiced by Kelly MacDonald, Merida is a red-haired princess in the Scottish Highlands of the 10th century, determined to find her own path in life. Maddie, we have to say goodbye to you at this stage, unless there's an unlikely pass. Andrew, if he gets this next one on, you're up for $50,000. Scott, get this right, I'll give you $1,000. Next question for $100,000.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Which member of Monty Python directed the 1995 film 12 Monkeys? A. John Cleese. B. Eric Idle. C. Michael Palin. D. Terry Gilliam.
I know D. I know Terry Gilliam directs a bit. I don't know if John Cleese has directed anything.
12 Monkeys, 1995.
95. Eric Idle, I think Michael Palin and Eric Idle host a few shows. So I don't think it's them. Mate, I'm going to have to go with D. Lock in D, please. As good as any.
Lock in D. Scott, next question's for $100,000. Film starred Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis, a television series of the same name based on the film released in 2015. Andrew, well played, buddy. You missed by one, mate, but thanks for being here. Scott, you've won $1,000.
Awesome.
There you go. After our news break, I want to add $99,000 in cash. Scott's in the hot seat for $100,000. 27 years of age, you're a student.
I am.
Doing physiotherapy. How long to go?
Oh, 3.5 years, first year.
So you've come back into it.
Yeah.
What have you been doing for the last sort of 10 years since high school?
I did like a landscaping apprenticeship, and I gave that up, and then I went over and worked over in WA doing a bit of FIFO for a few years, and then I just had enough of that lifestyle, so I've came back and got into uni. So
got into it. Wanted to be a physiotherapist, bartender at the Fingal Bay Sports Club.
Yep.
Be a few blokes watching tonight.
Yeah,
for you.
mate, love it. They all know I'm coming on here.
Do
so,
they?
Yeah,
Well, you
so
better
excited.
give them the thumbs up.
Yoo-hoo.
What about Dad? You better give him a bit of a cheerio because he's been waiting 3 years to come on.
Sorry, Dad, didn't mean to stitch up before, mate. Stay mucking around.
And what about Jose? I mean, Josie up the back.
Josie Gracie, yeah, she's up there.
All right, hey, Josie, How are you feeling? Your son
I'm
is
so
one
nervous.
question away from $100,000.
I'm nervous, so nervous.
All right. Scott, what are you going to do with 100 grand?
I said Mum's family's from Malta.
It says here you're going to buy a nightclub.
Well,
Let's
that's-
be honest.
Yeah. That's the most extravagant thing. But I'd take Mum and the family over to Malta. That's where Mum's family's from. So go over there, see the mother country, and then buy a nightclub if I got any left over.
All right, Scott, let's go. This is for $100,000. Spanning the East River in New York City, the 59th Street Bridge is commonly known by what name? A. Queensboro Bridge. B. Brooklyn Bridge. C. Manhattan Bridge. D. Williamsburg Bridge.
Been to New York a couple of times.
The 59th Street Bridge. Do you know it?
I don't know the geography of New York that well. Like, before any answers came up, I thought Brooklyn. That's
59th Street Bridge.
That's the bridge I know in New York.
So spanning the East River in New York City, the 59th Street Bridge is commonly known by what name?
I've got to back my gut. I've got to do it. I've got to lock in B. Please, Eddie, Brooklyn Bridge.
Lock it in?
Lock it in B.
Lock in B, Brooklyn Bridge. 59th Street Bridge, East River. It's heading over to Queens. It's the Queensboro Bridge. It's the bridge that runs between Manhattan and Queens, crossing above the Roosevelt Island. I think, from memory, was part of the Simon and Garfunkel song as well. But, East River.
Yeah, I would have known that anyway.
Yeah, the other way down to Brooklyn. Mate, missed out, but don't worry. Hey, you won $1,000. Congratulations.
Mate.
Scott Bradley just won $1,000. See you next time in the Millionaire Hot Seat. Good night, everyone. Tonight, let's give away $1 million. Yeah! Come on. Let's go. Let's have a big night tonight on the Hot Seat. Let's meet our contestants right now. And in seat number 1, while having a photo taken at an event, Bianca Gowerth accidentally hit the Prime Minister on the backside. Scott Bradley and his mate were told to leave a US college party for being too wild. Taxi driver Andrew Roper is proud to have made over 70 blood donations. Maddie Kastner grew up in the Torres Straits where not wearing school shoes was the rule. At a cricket camp, Chris Ryan was nicknamed Statue of Liberty by the great Kevin Sheedy. And Maureen Gergsdes has had many pronunciations of her surname, including Gigglesides. There you go. All right, Bianca, you right to go? Come on. Bianca Gowerth. Hello, Bianca.
Hi.
I like the way you walked up there. You had one last look behind as if you were saying goodbye to everyone forever.
Had to say hello to the friends.
I thought you were walking the plank or something there. Steph is your friend up the back. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the show. A weather presenter.
Yes.
And a commercial, on commercial radio. Whereabouts?
Yeah, in Gippsland.
Yeah?
Yeah, for TRFM in Gippsland's 1242.
1242, Gippsland.
Yeah.
What else you doing? You're a student.
Yeah, I study tour guiding.
Do you study tour guiding?
Yeah, it's a thing, yeah.
Really? Where do you guide?
Not yet, I'm just studying.
Yeah, but what are you studying to guide?
I'd like to guide around the world and at attractions.
So what do they teach you? Do they give you a...
We basically go on excursions every day and evaluate the guides that we have.
Okay, so you learn the technique of being a guide as opposed to learning a particular area.
Yeah.
If you had a place on earth that you would like to be the guide, where would it be?
New York, but I don't think I'm allowed to, so because I think there's laws and stuff, but I'd love to be a guide there.
Oh, there you go, Bianca. I think you can get over and do it yourself. You just get all the Aussies when they come over.
Yeah.
That's the way it happens, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff. A lot of Aussies live in different places, and when Australians go over, they'd like to have an Australian, give them an Australian feel for a particular place.
For sure, I hope
and there you go. Well, there you go, Bianca. I've given you a bit of a leg up there.
Thanks.
All right, 15 questions for $1 million. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it. $100.
Thank you.
A Billboard #1 song for Elvis Presley in 1956 was Love Me What? A, Stronger. B, Better. C, Tender. D, Tinder?
It's definitely not Tinder. I would have to say C, tender.
Love Me Tender is correct for $100. 200.